Welcome everyone to another episode of the Shop and Tread Talk podcast. Today we got our co-host Frank, and Frank, you can introduce our guest here.
Okay, today we are joined with Lindsey. She is as you can see, a female mechanic, a mobile mechanic. She services the Prince Edward County area, Belleville area, stuff like that. Um, yeah, Lindsey, it's good to have you on the show. And
Thanks for having me.
yeah, if you want to take a minute, introduce yourself a little bit, and we'll just start chatting, see what's up.
So I've been in the trade I don't know, at least 12 years now. I decided to go mobile because, well, it's less political. It's definitely harder, but it's pretty good. I mean, wintertime's not amazing, but it's different. I started in January, so I picked like the absolute worst month to go
Oh
mobile.
boy. You started this January for mobile?
Yeah, I'm almost at a year now, so.
Oh, it just started. Oh, really? Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yep. I took like a year off in between from my last job, but besides that, like I've been in the trade since I was fresh out of school. And then yeah, I took a year off to think about things, and yeah, I decided like make or break, I'm going to go mobile, and
Yeah.
that's where we're at.
See, a mobile mechanic for me, I keep hearing about mobile mechanics, and I hear about them in the U.S. like all over the place,
Oh yeah.
and it's
Where
just
it's done here.
around here. I've never heard or seen of a mobile mechanic. So when I came across your TikTok and I'm like a mobile mechanic, I'm like, this is interesting. So I thought it was pretty cool.
Well, I'm in a
Um,
small town. There's one other person who's mobile. But like in Belleville, there's quite a few of them actually.
really,
It's getting to be a thing now. Yeah, it's definitely more popular in the cities and stuff, but yeah, it's getting to be a thing here too. Like
I,
the
I,
convenience factor, everybody wants everything right now. Like,
yeah.
For the lowest price possible, of course, right?
yeah.
I think I remember about maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I heard about somebody starting up a mobile service like to for a group of mobile mechanics or something like that. And I'm like, I heard that they were doing it in the U.S. and then they said they were coming into Canada. And I'm like, man, you guys are gonna get screwed because the winters up here suck.
Wake up
But
call.
yeah, yeah, you come from down south of Arizona, yeah, you can be mobile mechanic all you want, but you come to Ontario or even northern Michigan or something like that, that's not a place you want to be in the wintertime. So kudos to you for
You
doing that because I sure as heck wouldn't.
we do a lot of tires or
I don't have a tire machine, so only on rims.
on
And
rims? Yeah.
really not a lot. Like that's the least. Like most people call me if they're broke down, but
Yeah.
or like say people trying to fix their own stuff and they run into a problem and it's like who do
It's a
we
lot
call?
cheaper to do your wheel bearings at home after you look at it on YouTube, right? It should be easy enough.
As long as you get it right the first time, then yes, I agree with that.
Yeah, you should see her fight wheel bearings. It's a couple of videos of fighting wheel bearings.
Nobody likes
And
that.
no, you
Nobody
need a
likes
big
the good old hammer.
no, but at least you got the good hammers. Those
Yeah.
Mac Andy vibes. Those are the best hammers ever made.
Yeah, and I got a bigger one if I need it. Like that wasn't even the
Yep,
biggest one.
yep. Everyone's saying, "Oh, go get that." Actually, Jeff made a comment. Get that the hub shock or whatever they call that thing.
I love that one.
Do you really? I hate that thing. I
I've had
had
it
it
cleaned out
once.
a couple times. Yeah.
I can't. I used it once in the shop I worked at before, and I beat the crap out of that thing, and I bent it, and the wheel bearing did not come out. So then I'm like, I'm going back to the old way. So I got my air chisel out and rotated you get it and just rotate it a little bit, and out it came like.
The
So I'm
Subaru,
like,
Ford Explorer.
oh. You know what was the absolute worst wheel bearing I ever changed? Was in a Dodge truck, it was a 1500 Dodge truck front wheel bearing. Holy crap! I think I air hammered on that thing for 2 hours.
Oh God.
Oh no,
I
I
don't
had the
have the
torch.
air hammer.
Oh no, you need it. Well, in your little Mazda, you can't put any air compressor in there either. So
I bring it sometimes, but yeah, no.
no,
So
you need a
you're not
truck.
using any air tools, mostly like Milwaukee and just
No, no, no,
battery
no.
powered
She's
or
not a Milwaukee girl.
He's
She's a
right to that.
no, no, no. Yeah,
No,
We've
no,
had this
you'll
conversation.
get into the big boy leagues yet one day and get the Milwaukee tools.
what are you using now?
I'm a DeWalt girl.
DeWalt.
Oh man, that's sad.
Uh, there's
Everybody
a
goes silent now.
uh,
You
there was
said that. You said the bad word.
no, there's a mobile mechanic somewhere in the States. I can't remember what his name is, but he's got a pretty big following, and he's all Milwaukee tools. I can't remember the name of the guy though, but
It's not Parker's, is it?
I'd have to look it up. I'd have to look it up.
Oh,
He's more.
that's my wife's favorite guy online. She loves the Parker's a mobile mechanic. She loves that guy.
He
It
does
may
it for
be him. He's just built a shop and everything apparently.
yeah, it
So
might be.
he's not mobile really anymore. Looks
Didn't they move? Didn't they move to like they were going to move to Florida, or California, or Jamaica, or something like that?
that's a
I
pretty
don't
big
know.
mix.
Yeah,
So you
I'm
did
not sure.
California, and then you threw Jamaica in
No,
there.
yeah, hold on. No,
They
it
moved
was an
somewhere
island.
else and they weren't very welcome or something. So they were
Yeah,
moving, but I don't remember
I
where they
thought
were
they moved to an
going.
island. I thought maybe I guess that'd
It
be
might have
Jamaica,
been
wouldn't it?
Florida or Cali. I don't know. You might be right.
So what I'm saying. I don't know. I'd have to ask Margarita. She would know.
Yeah, she knows.
You threw me off with Jamaica. So
Anyway, back to this
It'll be
Milwaukee,
warm.
yeah, Milwaukee DeWalt thing. I personally find that Milwaukee is more geared towards the automotive industry. Like just with some of the tools that they build. Like I just know when we go to the tool show, we have a what calls Wise Line Tools, and that's what they do is they sell all of these different brands. And when they have their show, DeWalt's got this massive display, but it's like all the trades that they supply to. But automotive is a very small portion of it. When you go to the Milwaukee side, it's like almost everything is geared, in my opinion, towards the automotive side.
See, yeah, I'm
That's just my
partial.
opinion.
Part of the reason why I went with the Walt is because the older style, not the new 20 volts and stuff. But I left them in my toolbox in the freezing cold for like 2 years or something, and I reached in and they just like fired right up.
oh
So I
wow,
was like, okay, they're pretty. And I used to be really hard on them, like drop them on the ground and whatever. And they were always good, so I just stuck with it because that's what I use. But
whatever
now
works for you, use that.
mine just
I've had
that's what my
oh,
ratchet did. My
yeah.
Oh,
finger's been like this for like 2 months.
oh my god.
Oh, it takes forever for a nail to grow back. You'd be surprised. They says
Oh.
apparently it's like 1 millimeter every 3 months or something like that. It's like that just takes way too long.
I'm sure you can get some special stuff on Amazon to make it a little faster.
Just paint them black.
I
Or just do that, match them.
I've often thought of going when my wife gets her nails done, going and get my nails done just to get a hard coating on them so that stuff like when they do break, then at least you just color it, whatever, or when
Just
it
get
won't break as easy.
some rocker guard.
Oh, that stuff is impossible to take off.
They be dirty all the time.
Just get the rocker guard nail treatment, and you'll never have to worry about them breaking. I mean, in fact, you can probably use them to when you're cleaning off rotors. You need to get just use your fingers and make yourself a tool.
My
Says the
That'll
guy that's
work.
not a mechanic at all.
I just posted a TikTok video about using fingers to clean something. So go ahead and check it out after the podcast. You don't want to see it now.
I saw the one you posted earlier with the oil pan. That was gross.
Well, this was the last of that trilogy, or I don't know how many videos it. That was nasty. I've never seen an oil pan that bad. I'm so thankful that customer decided on getting a long block, because if they would have just been like, "Oh, let's do head gaskets on," I'm pretty sure I would have tore it apart and been like, "Nope," because it was bad.
It looked like clay.
Oh man, I've got a like a pile of that crap in a rag. I'm going to show him when he comes to pick up the truck. I'm like, do your freaking oil change.
Send
I
it
don't
home
know. This
with
is
them
first
in a
time
bag.
customer to me. What's that?
Send it home with them.
Yeah, yeah. Stick it right on top of
Souvenir.
you.
Yeah.
Nice
This
souvenir.
is first time customer to me, so like I've never seen this vehicle before, so I have no idea what their maintenance, what they do for maintenance at all.
I'm
But
hoping
just by
you took
looking
a
at,
hell of a deposit for that kind of job, man.
I always wonder
yeah,
too, like like the quick lubes and stuff when they drain them, and you know how like they pull the drain plug out really quickly and don't drain all the oil out and just stick it
yeah.
back in.
I mean, yeah, that does something, but at least you got 90% new oil in there. I was talking to actually, I got a friend that works at Toyota, and he messaged me. He must have seen my video somewhere, and he messaged me and he says, "What the heck happened to that engine?" I said, "Oh, I really don't know." And he says they never go like that. He's been working at Toyota, I don't know, lots of years, and he says I've never seen an engine like that ever in a Toyota. And I'm like, well, now you have.
It was there for its first oil change,
Yeah, probably.
first and last.
I mean,
No.
oil's oil. I mean, how much do you mechanics want in the engine? I mean, just throw some in, canola oil. It's all the same, isn't
Yeah, really.
I just had one. It was a diesel, and it was going to a quick lube, and they were putting gas oil in it.
it? Oh my god.
They were just putting regular 530 in it. And she was saying that she had all these issues with like having to do, regens and stuff because emission problems. And I was there because she had a code for the deaf and it was going to like lock her out and stuff. I don't know. I did an oil change on it and it's been good.
Jeez.
Is that was that one of those that takes that Dexis D oil?
Yeah.
That shit's
Yeah. It
expensive.
squeaks and knocks.
My dad used to drive a. Actually, I had the same car, 2013 Mercedes no, GL 350 diesel, and it had a DFP or DPF issue.
Mhm.
So I it's this few years ago now. So we ended up tearing apart the whole engine to replace. We had all the front heads and everything redone and all that, and it got to the point where we did not have time to actually finish the car. So we sold it to a customer that specializes in it. He towed it out, and 2 weeks later, he drove it in. And I'm like, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that makes you belittle yourself a little bit. Like, ah, crap.
But it was we had time, and then all of a sudden, well, which is good, we got so busy where the car was literally stuck and in the way, and it started costing me money because I could have had another vehicle up there. So I'm like, this thing's got to go.
Cut your
Hmm.
loss.
Cut my losses. I would have
Yeah,
sent it to Frank. Frank would have had it up and running in like half an hour.
not a Mercedes. No,
Your
no,
favorite vehicle?
He likes Chevy
no.
Cruises.
I do like
Oh,
Chevy Cruises. I got two in the lot right now that I gotta fix up.
they're really good
But
They're
paperweights.
all broken.
nah, I don't know why people hate on these things so much. I love them because the biggest problem with them is they leak oil. Okay, it's always the oil cooler, and you can buy an oil cooler gasket kit real cheap. Pull the turbo off, pull the oil cooler off. Takes you about an hour. Replace the gaskets, put it back in, and 90% of the problems on the car are fixed. So why not? So I buy a ton of them. Like
I,
I've
I
got, like I
think
said,
I
I've
think
got
We
the
are
two
name
right
is
now.
repetitive.
I think the name is false advertising because you don't see them cruise. Okay, they're always in the parking lot. It should
They're
be a
Nope.
broken
Chevy
out.
Stay.
Hey, no, listen. There's two in my family right now. My daughter's boyfriend has one. My son has one, and one's got 280 on it. And the other one's got like 355 on it or something like that. And just keep on going. So I don't know why people hate on them so much. I think they're
But
great
that's what's on the odometer. Are they running, or is that just what's on the odometer?
okay, the one with 350K did get an engine replacement
Hey,
at,
there you go.
at about 300K. But hey, 300K.
That's not
My sister had one. She had it from almost new.
Mhm.
I think she bought it when it had, I don't know, 50,000 on it or something like that.
Yeah.
And she drove it to about 420 something on it. Never did a damn thing to it. Like, she's probably the worst for car maintenance ever. And every once in a while, she's like, "Oh, something wrong with it." I'm like, "Come in, let's do an oil change." Do an oil change. Now it's got oil again, so now I can drive again. But I never did a turbo on it. I never did head gasket on it. Never did a timing chain on it. Nothing. And
I shouldn't
she
hate
just
on those
drove it,
cars so
drove
much.
the bag off of it.
I shouldn't hate on them so much because when we were busy selling cars, I had like 5 to 7 of them on the lot for sale. And the only stipulation was if you're buying this car, you are buying it with a 1 year warranty or do not
Oh
buy the
yeah,
car.
yeah. No, that's a good idea.
Because, you drive it 2 months down the road and like, well, my engine's about to blow up. I'm like,
Put oil in it, you'll be fine. But if
we
you do buy
Send it
another
to
one,
Frank.
yeah, send it to me. But if you do buy another one and it needs rocker panels,
oh,
those I love doing those things. I love
mm,
doing rock. Oh no.
no, I'll really be sick.
My brother, he's got a cruise, but it's permanently parked right now.
What do you break on it?
He probably like blew it right up because he drove it with like I can't remember what all was wrong. It's been parked for like 2 years now. The belt came off it and then got like all chewed up inside and it was a whole mess.
Jeez.
There was oil leaking everywhere. The head gaskets were leaking.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
I'm trying to think of what wasn't wrong with it, but he drove it while it had no coolant in it. And it was massively leaking to the point where it was like shooting out where you poured it in. And I'm like, don't drive it. And
Yeah.
yeah, he blew it up. So that's not a good example, but
No, that's not a good example. And on that note, um, two customers this week that I'm having trouble with their Chevy Cruises. So one blew an engine for sure. The other one, I don't know. He thought it was in the shop a couple week and a half ago just to get his winter tires put on. And I'm like, dude, you got a massive oil leak. You got to get this thing fixed. He's like, oh, my dad's got a part ordered. I said, no, no. I told him, I said, I don't care what your dad ordered. Whatever he did is not going to fix this oil leak. It was leaking out of the oil cooler. I said, you need to get this fixed ASAP. Well, then yesterday I heard, oh, a car broke down. And he lives in Windsor, which is like an hour and a half away from me yet. So he's got it at a shop there, and he's texting me today. He said, they're not sure what's wrong with it. Every time they put a fuse in it, it just keeps blowing. I'm like, okay, whew, at least the engine isn't blown that we know of,
Yeah.
unless they're trying to crank it and it blows the main fuse. But so I said, well, if they are just gonna, jerk you around too much, tow it to me. We'll get it figured out and we'll get it sorted out.
Well,
We'll see if us.
you can at least park it next to the other two Chevy Cruises and at least have a monopoly on Chevy Cruises in the Aylmer region.
I currently have one, two, three, five Chevy Cruises in my lot.
Most people collect baseball cards, Frank.
two parts cars, two that need to be fixed up, and one that is waiting for a def delete. It's a customer's car, and he just needs to go. But anyways, so yeah, there's five in my parking lot right now.
Lindsey, do you have a certain spot that you work on the vehicles that, like, if you're not able to work on it at the customer's location, do you have a spot, like, do you work at your place, or do you have another area you can take the vehicle to work
I
on?
honestly just go to them every time.
Yeah.
My driveway is like super slanted, so I can't really work on anything here. I'll work on my car here, but that's about it.
Okay. Okay. The like advertising, is it mostly like TikTok or Google? What seems to work for you?
Google for sure, but also like just being out working, I usually end up like people see me working and just be interested and want to take a business card.
That's
Um,
awesome.
yeah, or I do small stuff. Like I was just in the parade and that got me a bunch of business, but
Yeah, and you have your logo or on your side of your car, right?
finally,
Oh, her work vehicle is a Mazda 3.
yeah,
Beauty.
got to keep it like fully interesting.
Yeah,
Of
really.
course. What year is your Mazda 3?
2015.
Weird thing is, for some reason, I've been doing gas tanks in 2014, 2015 Mazda 3s the past like month or past few weeks. We did the second one today.
Oh my
Well,
gosh.
I think Mazda's came from the factory with rust already starting.
Yeah. I was told by somebody at Mazda that apparently there's going to be a recall in the new year for the gas tanks.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
really?
Hmm.
There you
Okay.
go. Keep an eye on
I know,
that.
like, for sure, so far, the only one I can think of offhand is the rear calipers.
Oh, yeah, they're
They're
brutal.
corroded, they'll replace them, but
Yeah.
mine
And
are
then
on
as
hook.
long as you don't, get the new caliper that the bleeders are broken, then you're in good shape.
Oh, we have so many calipers come in where the bolts are stripped out of them,
Yeah,
and it's like, how the heck?
I've
How did
never
as
this?
soon
had
as
a
How did
problem
this
with
pass quality control?
as soon as the caliper shows up and David, my mechanic, tries to put it on, I'm looking at the video at the camera because it's right there, and you see him look at it. Oh, here's it, and he throws his hands up like this. I'm already on the phone ordering another caliper.
Yeah.
Right
Oh my
away.
gosh. I've had really good luck. I had one that burned me and it was like a 2020 it was an Express 2500 van and it didn't even need front calipers, but my customer, he had a caliper seize up on his Cadillac, so he's like, "Okay, let's just do brand new. I want new calipers, new pads, new rotors." And it
It's a
made
good
an
customer.
awful noise. So I warranted them out and then I did that twice now, I think, and it's making noise again and it's like I've changed everything and it's all premium, like fleet pads, premium calipers. I've never had an issue with brakes ever.
Like are they squealing or clicking?
Like I don't know if you've seen that video I did a while ago because I never did the follow up on it because like to me I'm like it's not resolved yet. I mean it is. I know what the problem is, but it was that one where I was like had the phone recording. It was like, guess the noise or whatever, but it was like a weird like it wasn't your typical, you know how they usually like click up and down?
Yeah.
Yep.
No, like we both thought the wheel was falling off. Like my customer called me, we're driving, and I got my head like hanging out the window, and yeah, it was like the pads were so loose, and they last like 2 weeks, loose again.
So I know what the issue is. They're loose, right? Is that they're loose right now? So you have to just get the pads from the dealer. That's your issue.
Problem solved.
No,
Well,
really,
the
because
other issue,
we went through
um,
that with another vehicle, and the same like the pads, you could literally move them up and down, and
yeah,
they're not sitting flush. So with Volkswagens, we went. Or I think I was talking to you a while ago about that, Frank. With Volkswagens, we don't put any brake pads in those vehicles from any suppliers, just from the dealer, and we haven't had any comebacks at all. And
Okay.
if we have any vehicle that comes in that has the flimsy pads where you move it, it's like click, 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 click.
Yep.
We get
Yep.
the pads from the dealer, solves that issue because a lot of the times they're not made, they're punched out of God knows what country. And then the backings, those little flaps, they don't have enough glue on them. So you get that on top of the pads moving up and down and they're clattering and you're just going to get a pissed off customer.
Oh
well,
yeah.
this one, ironically, and like I got everything in the same, like it was all CarQuest brand. And they thought I was crazy because, like, I call them for my customers, and I'm like, these clips are all different thicknesses. Like
Yeah.
the ones that came with the caliper, the ones that came with the pads. And we ended up, when I finally got there to get the parts, they had all the pads out with all the clips. They pulled them out of the new boxes, and they were all different thicknesses by like
Really?
quite a bit. Yeah. We were all kind
Like
of like, oh, damn.
you mean the shim that goes on the bracket
Yeah,
where the
like
pad
the,
sits in?
the tin clips for the bracket.
Really? We've
Yeah.
we've had the biggest issue we've had with those is on freaking caravans. Like those stupid clips, they never sit proper. We've been complaining about it forever. Every once in a while, if you get a caliper, the shims that are in the caliper, they work fine. But the ones that came with the pad from CarQuest, and we primarily use CarQuest, and we're like, look, you guys got to do something about this. It's just terrible. And I don't know. So far, nothing's happened, but
Well, the
every
last
once
time
in a
I
while.
put it together, I used the ones that came in the caliper because that was my thought too.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then he went to Florida, so it's like to be continued right now.
Yeah.
If
Um,
it comes back, grab some pads from the dealer and see what happens at this
I
point.
Yeah,
I heard you say that did you use fleet pads on that one?
I did. Yeah,
Yeah.
like literally, it was a good customer, so I'm like, he's gonna want the best. Like I said, he was changing his
Don't,
calipers. His were fine.
my opinion is we never use the fleet pads. We always use the golds. Even on the heavy duty trucks, we found that the fleet pads quite often uh, have a hard spot on them and they score the rotor or they squeal. But the CarQuest Golds have been an absolute dream of a pad. Um, we had APCs like, oh, you should try our new pads, Bosch brand
Yep.
that they have.
Marsh Blues and all that.
Yeah, okay. I'm like, my wife's like, not. The golds are working for us. We're sticking with that. We're good. Well, I'm like, okay. So my personal truck, I just got that red truck. And I'm like, yeah, I've got to put new rear brakes on it. I'll try these ones from these Bosch ones. Every freaking time I back out of my driveway, go somewhere, she's like, I told you so. And I'm like, shut up.
It's the
That's
backwards
ironic because I
time.
thought they were good. Like one of my customers, he insisted getting his own parts and he ordered them from like Rock Auto or something. So it's not like you could just easily return them. And they were
Yeah.
Bosch and noisy, heating up, like just horrible.
I
Well, it,
actually talked to the Bosch rep. He stopped by at my shop 2 weeks ago, and I had a conversation with him for about a half an hour. He's never heard of any complaints about his pads.
have them come talk to me.
Oh no,
I mean,
David, my mechanic, gave him an earful for about 20
Oh,
minutes,
oh
yeah.
no.
and yeah,
My, my
there's not enough glue on those things.
my APC rep said the same thing. He says no one complains about these. I said, well, here I am complaining. So he sent me another set of pads. I switched them out. Same freaking thing. But I guess they have like 4 different tiers of pad, and whatever he sent me was like the second tier. I'm like,
Yeah,
well, maybe you should have gone the highest tier. I don't know, but regardless, it freaking sucks because now I have to change the pads out again, and I hate working on my own vehicle. So I'm
it's
just
not
gonna put
that your better half told you what to do. You didn't listen.
up.
Forget the brake pads,
now
Frank.
now
That's the
I'm just
problem.
stubborn. Now I'm just gonna wear out those damn pads and put up with the squeal for another
Well,
eighty
ironically,
thousand
I don't
kilometers.
normally use CarQuest brakes. I only did it because like they're supposed to be the more premium ones and
Mhm.
yeah, typically I never have a problem with my brakes. I can't even think of what brand they are, but I think they're Genius rotors. I can't think of the pads though. But they always
From
work
which
great.
supplier?
Um from APC.
Geotech, maybe.
So Geotech
Geotech
rotors.
rotors are fantastic.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
they're
love them.
good.
I
And then
mainly use those right now.
they
Those are
used to
the
have that
Genius is the other one.
Canadian made pad, whatever that was called,
Ideal.
Ideal. But that company's
Oh,
bought out now and sold,
I
gone.
have a sore spot from Ideal.
Yeah.
Why? Why? Because
They cost me a
that
whole
little
brake
pin
Oh, the
broke.
caliper.
pin, the
That
Canadian
little
flag
pin.
pin.
They cost me one brake caliper.
Oh, really?
Yes. They had the little nib on the brake pad was like maybe 3 millimeters off, and it held the brake pad at like a slight angle, and it actually exploded the piston and caliper. It took like
Oh,
about 2 or 3 years. Like this was on my boyfriend's car, so I mean, the pedal was never completely perfect, okay, but this is like a car that when we bought it, it had a whole bunch of brake issues. So it always had a brake issue. So when the new brakes went on, it was kind of like overlooked that the pedal wasn't 100% perfect. It was just like a slight, like a normal person wouldn't have noticed it, but you could just feel something there. And like I said, like 2, 3 years later, boom, done.
Us abnormal people would notice it right away, I think.
Yeah,
I work
maybe,
with
but
a
it had other issues that like yeah, it's a longer story, but anyways, we didn't have the car for a long time either, so
Yeah, that'll drive you a bit nuts. Like we were using ideals for a while, and then we got burned a few times, just like you did, and you get that sour taste in your mouth, and you're like, you know what? As much as I love getting the Canadian pins in every box, and I've collected like
that
300
was
of them,
so annoying. They stopped doing that in the last batch, eh?
that
you get
was in
the
my
and you get the
beginner
free glove
days
too.
too. So I just
Yep.
took the word of other people that they were good brakes, you know what I mean? I have my own better judgment now, but yeah, I hear you.
I'll
But
be
also they don't cover labor. Like APC does not cover labor.
yeah, I
Um,
know.
CarQuest
You
will
have to
like
sign up. You have to sign up with their program, with their
Oh, they do cover?
They
You
have a program. That's right.
Okay,
Yeah,
because
it's
they told me they don't cover labor, like when I tried to deal with this, but I know like
no, you have to be signed up with their whatever their program is called.
I think you're right. I remember. I
it
think
might
I
be
But
am signed up
really
with it.
it might be really by the book then too. Like I know, for example, like CarQuest, if like there was a customer dealing with an AC compressor and another shop put the wrong one on and it was out of warranty by the time it came to, and I think that they went extra and like we'll cover this.
Oh, that's good.
that's what we found with our CarQuest. They'll very often go above and beyond just to
Yeah.
make it happen, and hence the reason why we buy like 90% of our parts from them. Napa keeps coming in and trying to schmooze us over, and we're like,
They're like the
we're happy.
most expensive too.
They
Napa.
Napa?
can't, yeah, certain things. They keep trying to get our business, and we look at prices. Like we do a lot of brakes, and we look at the brakes. It's like you guys are like 20% higher than what we're getting over here. Like you're gonna have to do something here if you want that to work. But
You know what it is? I worked at another shop, and maybe it's different for other people, but they used it because of the kickbacks. Like you are going
well,
on trips and like all
okay,
kinds of stuff
but
all year,
you can get that with all three
anywhere.
suppliers,
Yeah, but
right? So
apparently it's much better there. I don't know
I have
because
it
not been
isn't.
offered
on
any
any trip,
trips, so
but
I'll be calling my Napa rep tomorrow morning because I
Yeah,
buy a lot from Napa.
we're actually going on a trip with CarQuest in February. So yeah,
sick.
yeah. So that's our first time doing it. So we'll see. But as far as the kickback, they all do it. Um, Napa's kind of gotten really stupid with theirs because they'll just give you like a prepaid Visa gift card or something like
Oh yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. We get
I
those.
just got one of those and I thought it was a scam. It was like you bought 4 Monroe stocks and it was like
Yeah.
some weird website. Then I had to like fact check it, but yeah, it was
Oh,
legit.
it's a
I didn't
pain.
have to do it. So I was like, because when I
Yeah.
used to work service before, I had to like, rip the little, you had to rip the tabs off of the boxes
Yeah.
and keep them all.
Oh man,
And you're
that's
trying to
that's
like go
that's
after
going
the
way back.
mechanics, like quit throwing the boxes out.
Yeah,
Oh my
no,
god.
that's going way back. Um, yeah, with CarQuest now, it's like every so often the rep comes in and he's like, "This is how much your refund is going to be," or "This is what it's projected to look." And I'm like, "Damn, we spent a lot of money." It's
Sadly.
it's pretty good, and then it just oh shit, it probably just came. It's usually like mid November, and then they just send you a check or goes into your account, and then oh no, that's our Visa that we get mid November. Forgot
I'll
about
have
that.
to contact my car. I don't even have an account with CarQuest right now. I have an old account when we used to be at our shop like 5 years ago, but I don't think I've ordered anything from CarQuest in years. I'll have to give them a call.
Yeah, like I say, we do primarily. They're really good with their warranty. Um, they're we just have no problem with parts. Like when we do suspension parts, we do just Moog. We've gone tried all of these other products. Actually, the CarQuest Premium and the Moog, I think they go hand in hand. It's a really good product, really good. But we went we went through the phase of trying the Mevotech and trying the TTX and all that stuff. And the TTX is actually a pretty crap brand. Like they did not stand up for what they said they were going to be. And so we just made a decision that nope, we're just putting Moog on. That's it. If anything, suspension parts. If you don't want Moog, go somewhere else. Don't care. That's just what it is. And even they fail. And it is. I mean, what are you going to do? You can't have everything perfect, but
No, you can't. You can't.
yeah.
What do you
Uh,
use for bearings?
For bearings, we do primarily um, the CarQuest Premium. Um, every once in a while, I'll put on a Mevotech wheel bearing. They've been pretty good and quite a good price point. But we had this one Ford F-250. It kept chewing up wheel bearings. Like it would chew up a wheel bearing in probably 3 or 4 months. And I'm like, what this can't be. So when it was time for the third wheel bearing, I'm like, something is going on here.
Yeah.
So I took the reins on that one. And I really looked into it. And what had happened is, at some point, somebody had done the original wheel bearing, and it was so rusted that they had to grind on the hub or on the spindle. Well,
Oh
they
god.
had ground it just a little bit off kilter, right? So it wasn't straight. So every time you bolted a wheel bearing on, then it
Still had
tweaked.
some play.
It tweaked the whole hub, the wheel bearing itself, and then it just wore it out prematurely. So I was like, okay, now we need a whole spindle. He wasn't happy, but I'm like, well, I can't warranty this wheel bearing again because it's not the wheel bearing's fault. It's your truck that's causing it.
Man, the work that both of you have to do, I could never, I could never get into that. So my hats off to both of you working with your hands. I just sign checks and answer the phones
Make phone
and
calls.
go on podcast at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night.
Hey, and I
Um,
and I don't even have it hard yet. I thought I had it hard when it was shitty weather the other day, and I was working on something. It was dripping wet. But I seen you. What was that one? Was it Dakota or something? You doing brake lines on? You slide the jack
Sierra.
underneath it. And slide. Was that
Sierra.
Sierra? Sliding underneath there and on the snow. And I'm like, mm-mm. I
not
used to
happening.
like snow when I was like 12 years old. Now I only like it when I drive in it and my truck can spin back and forth.
Ironically, I hate the cold. I
I hope
really
you're charging a premium
genuinely.
for being out in the snow doing this work.
I never mentioned I have a slight emotional bank account.
Emotional bank account.
Mm. What do you mean?
It's where you charge with your heart.
Nope.
I'm getting better, but yeah, I don't know. I worked like as a service advisor for like 4 years. I should be really good at that job. Like I worked at a performance shop. I'm used to handing out giant bills. I don't know.
If you emotionally sell, it's so funny because before you came on, Frank and I were just having a conversation, and I was referencing this guy Rick White. He's a trainer, really cool guy. Have you heard of him before?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so he was saying, if you want to do that, next time what you do is you go to your kid's bank account, take out a couple $100, and then the next time you want to take a couple $100 off the bill, just hand it to him. Say, here you go. My kid doesn't need it, but you do because I want to make your bill cheaper. And it really makes you think. Like that's literally what you're doing. I mean, I don't know if you have kids or whatever it is, but for especially you're outside in the snow. Oh dear God, doing this
Oh
kind of
yeah.
work,
Mm-mm.
like you
I
should be charging a premium. Yeah.
I'd be
I know.
constantly
I've been
thinking,
told.
yeah, I'd be constantly thinking, oh, this is the price I should charge. Oh, that's freaking cold. Oh, that's freaking cold. Oh, that's freaking cold.
It's hard because I'm also comparing to like what I made before as a tech, which I shouldn't do because I was always like way underpaid. But
Yeah,
like, you know, I'm just like trying to do better than that. So it's like it's
yeah.
not a very high bar.
I
But
could totally see that because me going from I worked at a shop for 14 years. He always said, "Oh, I'm paying you well. You're my highest paid mechanic." And I was getting paid decent, but not good. And then when I finally went on my own, I don't even get a paycheck. But all of a sudden, it's like I have access to a lot more money than I ever did before, and it's like, oh yeah, I can see that. I like this. But I'm the same with you. If I talk to a customer and I have to give them the bill, oh, I feel so bad. I love having David in the office. I'm like, he deals with it. He gives them the quote. He gives them the bill. He takes the money. I'm like, I'm so thankful I don't have to do that because I would be the same as you. I'd be like, well, it's supposed to be 1,500, but me, 1,200 is fine.
No,
some
Frank.
customers make it
No,
easier
Frank.
than others to hand it
No,
over though.
What's your labor rate, Lindsay?
I usually like I try to keep it like 75 an hour or under.
why?
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 I don't know.
No.
Why aren't you charging 100 an hour?
You should.
I probably should be, honestly. Like, some of the shops here are finally up to like 120 an hour. We used to
Okay,
be kind of
Lindsay, on
low.
Monday, your new labor rate should be 125.
Hey, mine's not
I'm
even there
like,
yet.
part of me is also
But
wondering,
she's in the
like, do
snow,
people
Frank.
come to me
Oh yeah.
because I'm cheaper, or do they come to me like, what is the number one reason why people choose a mobile service other than the obvious, like, convenience? But I
Well,
Ex-
mostly work like weekdays, 8 to 5. So it's
yeah.
like another shop would be open. I mean, they don't have to coordinate their car and stuff, but
They're also paying
So
for your experience and everything too, right? I mean, you've got X amount of years. You come out, your demeanor, the way you treat your customers, that's worth something.
well, here's the question: Are you booked and are you over? Like, say, would you be busy all the time or overbooked?
well, again, like comparing to what I made before as the tech, like I only have to take on 1 or 2 jobs a day.
Hmm.
Like in the morning, I usually don't get started till like 9 or 10 because I've got to like drop my little one off, get coffee, switch cars. Like I have 2 vehicles, blah blah blah. My day has to end kind of early. You know what I mean? Like I don't work too much. Like
Yeah,
compared, like I used to work, be there for 8, stay
eight to
till
five. Yeah,
5:30, 6,
yeah.
depending on how long they keep you there for. And you were Monday to Friday. Sometimes they want help on the weekend. It's like
Yeah.
I compared to that, I don't work that hard.
Do you know how many hours a month you're actually billing out?
I don't actually.
Do you know are you using a shop management program?
So I just use like labor rates off Identifix, and
Okay.
then I use QuickBooks for like as far as invoicing, and then I just kind of
Yeah.
figure out my rate. And
So I
No,
just
I
got
think a shop management would be pretty tough as a mobile, especially if you're the only person. I don't know if you'd really need a shop management. I understand what you're saying. We're just finally getting tech metric going to see how that works. Yeah, I know you've been preaching it up, so we'll see how it goes. David's learning it. Tomorrow he's going to do the first test run, and then I'm going to try it on my mobile app and see how it goes.
you just have to tell David if you get stuck, call me immediately on video. I will fix everything.
You're an
Every,
expert by now, are you?
everything will be fine. And just make sure when you go to the labor rate, you have to delete and hit 125.
Yeah. Um, the only thing we're waiting
starting
on now
Monday, he
is
said.
yeah, starting Monday. Yeah,
Monday, yes.
tomorrow's only Thursday yet. Actually, I'm off
Well, so
tomorrow. I got
now, so what's going to happen is Frank's going to emotionally discount until Monday.
Yeah, there
it.
you go.
Yeah. Now, we're waiting on the backdoor thing for TechMetrics so that it can communicate with QuickBooks. I guess we don't have a. I don't know. It's like 22nd or something like that when they're finally going to do the demo, and then they can set us up or something weird like that. I don't know. I don't know why they didn't just set it up right away. It's not like we need to wait for a demo. Just do it.
Yeah.
But
But are you able to use it to make receipts yet or?
um, I don't know. I think we just got all the logins figured out yesterday.
Yep.
So he was monkeying with it today a little bit. So like I said, I don't know. I think tomorrow is the first dry run to see if we can actually do something with it. I said just make a few fake customers before we get anywhere, so we don't have to like import over some customers that we already have when we do finally get it working.
Well, they have that sandbox. Would you use a sandbox login at all?
I don't know. We asked them if there was any kind of trial or something around. They said, "Oh, we don't really have a trial," but I
So
think they
there
are.
is, and I will get you set up with that one way or the other. There's a sandbox login. So basically, it's kind of funny how it sounds, but it's like a sandbox, a kid sandbox. So you get to play
Yeah.
around with it. And there's like a demo-ish login. And if you talk to your rep, just tell them, if you can use a sandbox login. As soon as you say that, they're gonna know, okay, this guy knows what's going on with it. And then
Okay.
just give them my name, and then I can yell at them if I have to. But I would never yell at them. I love Techmetric, but if you use that, your advisor will be able to actually play around, make receipts. It doesn't do anything, but you'll be able to go in, add parts, and it it's so good.
Oh, okay. No, I'm gonna write that down because my memory's shit.
It's okay, Frank. I'm going to text you at 6 in the morning about it.
Like you did last night. I was fully asleep when you texted me yesterday. Actually,
Well,
I wasn't fully asleep. I heard it. The text go off, and I'm like, that's gonna be an ease. I'm asleep.
we're not recording. Nope.
I'm not recording yet. No. Mm-mm.
Oh man.
No.
But even Lindsay, for what you're doing and everything, it may be something to kind of look into because it may help you with your. And I'm not a spokesperson for them by any means. I just believe so much in the software, and like we started in June, going from QuickBooks to the software, and it's changed everything.
Okay.
And to the point where I log into QuickBooks to look up my previous customers' information. I don't know where to go.
You've
It seems
forgotten by
like
now.
it changed too. Like I've
It
had it
did.
for like 10, 12 years because
Same.
I had another business too. And it's like things are missing, which has never happened to me. And like all these little weird things, I called them and they didn't really have an answer. I'm like, did you guys switch ownerships? What's going on? And they
Yeah.
said like they like pretty much update the platform all the time. So
Yeah.
something might have changed, but they don't
Are
know what.
Are you on the online version, like where you just on the
Yeah.
website? So we found out this by accident. I don't know, about 3 weeks ago. That search bar that's right there, magic tool. Like it's so amazing. You type in your customer's name, and then let's say you wanted to look up brakes. You just type in customer's name and brakes, and it'll populate that customer and all of the brakes. Like the worst part we found with QuickBooks is trying to go back and looking at old invoices for customers.
Yep.
Use that little search bar; it'll populate it. Boom, boom, boom. You can find it so fast, so easy.
See, on my
We-
phone, it won't let me go back so far. Like, if I want to see something back, I don't know what the like time cap is, but I have to actually go onto the website and log in.
Yeah, I noticed that as well.
Yeah, it's like
Like
it's a pain that way because if
you
I'm
don't
out
carry.
and somebody's like, "Oh, when did I have this done?" and I'm like,
The thing
Oh,
that
you don't carry your laptop with you. That's what I'd be doing.
I don't
Laptop
even
with a
bring my scanner unless I know I need that thing because it's too expensive to leave in my cold car.
what kind of scanner do you have?
I have the Solus.
Oh, you need to go to Autel.
yeah.
No, I returned. I returned an Autel. I returned a Top Don. I was like, I used them both for like maybe 2 days max, and I was like, this.
It's one thing. If you've grown up on the Snap-on, it's what you know. I cannot navigate that thing for nothing. My buddy comes over, that's all he uses, and I'm like, dude, you're missing out.
Every
All we've
shop
had is
that I've
Auto.
worked has been Snap on for scanners. Like they always have a backup, like either an Autel or Matco, something else.
Mhm.
But Snap on at every shop I've worked at has always been the main. So I'm also like, it's like Identifix to me. It's like second nature, you know?
Yeah,
Hey, you're
yeah. Well,
comfortable with it and it works for you, right? That's what matters.
Yeah.
once you get used to something, then you can figure it out. Like I can't work my way around. What is it? The little it's the new version of the brick and the Snap-on. I have one of those, and I think
The
that is a
Zeus,
Solus. I think the one
the
you
Zeus
have.
is the newest one, I think, right?
Yeah,
Can
I
you
would never
pay
buy a
like
Zeus.
into the gateway and stuff like for
Yeah,
access? See, I don't pay for anything and it like I find it good enough that I've been able to do everything I want. The only one thing I'm not sure about yet, and they told me I can do it, but I don't know if I need to pay. But like you can even do regens, like DPF regens and
yeah,
stuff on it.
yeah. Well, the only time you need to pay for gateway access is if you're working on those newer Chryslers. So far, Volkswagen is coming out as well, but they are like stupid expensive, like $200 a month or something. I'm like, not working on Volkswagens anymore.
Yeah, like they all have their own
Jeez.
too. Then you have to pay for the gateway. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I just learned all this when I started in
yeah.
January. So I'm like,
But auto auth is like $50 a year, and you can do like 5 devices on it. So
Oh
if you
wow.
ever do run into having to do a Chrysler to scan it, yeah, it's so cheap that it's well worth it to have it
Tab, which is that?
for auto auth, so that you can access the gateway on those
Oh, okay.
newer Chryslers. Yeah, but like I say, the only one that I know of, like that I ever work on, is a Chrysler that needs it right now. There is more that need it
I've
and they're
heard
coming up,
they're
but
more of a pain, yeah.
yeah, but not stuff that I ever see or work on because I don't work on new enough stuff.
I think that it's actually funny because we had a 2024 Chrysler Dodge Grand Caravan now that whatever they call it now, and I think he had something going on with his brakes, and we were just going to service them, and yeah, same thing. We needed to get the access to it, but
Yep,
David figured something out and was able to do it. I don't know what he did,
he
but
probably he probably
There's
just
like
zoomed back.
sequence, like if you, because technically, I think for everything there has to be a workaround method because they have to make it so anybody can do it. You know what I mean?
don't you just put some power to the caliper and
Yeah,
do a ding 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 and it goes
Well,
a
I've
ding
seen
ding ding and
that.
it's done?
You
yeah,
know,
you
a
can
lot
do
of
that. Yeah,
them, I don't know if I recommend it, but I've definitely done it before. You can unplug it and then just push it back with a pair of pliers. Ford
you
for sure.
There's little bit of voltage or a certain amount of voltage you can put on the electric caliper, can't you?
yeah, you still have to spin it back. Like even when you unplug it, Lindsay, you still have to spin it back electronically. Like use your power probe and zing the motor back, and then you can just push them back.
Not with a Ford for sure. And I think Subarus are fine to do it. Like, I'm not saying,
Really?
but at the dealership, when I worked at Ford, that's how we put them all into reservice because nobody wanted to like fight for the scanner. So we would just unplug the connector, grab a pair of channel locks, squeeze the calipers in, and call it a day.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Fords are a pain to put into service mode. They
I
have
think
a
it's just like gas pedal and the key or something.
gas pedal and key and brake, and then that little parking brake switch, and then turn your head sideways and cough three
Oh
times.
yeah, the parking brake switch. Yeah,
Yep.
okay, it's starting to come back to me now.
Off 3 times, Frank.
Yeah. And there's one video on YouTube that actually explains it right. There's a ton of videos on YouTube, and everyone says, "Oh, just do it such and such a way." It never works, and I think there's one video, and I've highlighted it and like commented, and I shared the heck out of it. And I think you have to hold the switch, press the brake pedal, and then turn the key on, and then it'll do it. And it's a pain, but
Oh, I think Mazdas you can do that. Like
yeah.
yeah, you have to wait till
But
the motor retracts or whatever, and then you can go ahead.
that that little, I don't know if you've seen the videos I did on this little King Bolin scanner they sent me for. They said, hey, yeah, hey, try this and do some videos on it. That thing's crazy. Like I used it on a couple of vehicles to do park and brake resets like that. It works amazing. Like it just so quick and easy, and it to me it's really easy to use because I'm an Android person anyway,
Yeah.
and all of those kind of tablets they're all based on Android. So it's like for me, it's just like a walk in the park. And yeah, that thing worked amazing. So what did I use it on? That one Volkswagen, was it something or other? I forget now. I'd have to go back and look.
Yeah, I
But
saw it. The tool looks like it's pretty capable for sure.
it's a pretty it is a really good tool for what it is, and I think it's like $350 on Amazon or something like that.
It's not bad.
And for something like that, and it's USB C rechargeable, like that's what you should get. I know you love your Snap on, but that's what you should have in your
I'm
so you
still
can.
paying for that.
Yeah, you will until you're like 50 years old. No, I can't justify the price of those Snap-on scan tools because
I
they just
tried the other ones, but like for example, like to do parking brake reset, like I couldn't just go into the menu and do it. It was like this whole two-page thing of like, do this, do that. And I was just like sitting in people's like parking lot trying to get the thing into service mode. And I'm just like,
What kind of vehicle was that?
I know for sure the first one I did was like a Chevy Equinox or something. Like it was like a newer, like 2018 or something. I don't know.
You
That
need to
was
get
the
a Autel ITS 600 and call it a day. I've
call
got
it then. I got the Solus.
I have three of them. I keep getting all these free tools 'cause I keep buying TPMS sensors. I buy 80 to 100 at a time, and I keep getting free tools. And I've got three of those. So each one
Oh
of
yeah,
my
I got
guys
that one.
have one of their own, and we've never had issues getting electronic parking brakes going back ever,
Well,
like
that's
ever.
good. Yeah, because that's a pain,
And then
especially
I
me being
forced
mobile.
Frank to
Because
get a new one too. So he's got an Autel.
Yeah, I
Uh,
got that one, and that one works great. But like I say, that's why I say this King Bowling. I was just looking up my TikTok video of when I did that.
do you
Uh,
get a lot of like
there, parking.
TPMS headaches from customers that you need to fix at all, or nothing like that?
me or
Do
Frank.
I?
Oh yeah, no, you
Um, Not really. Like I don't have any tire machine or anything, so I can't do too much with it. But I've
resetting the lights and all that.
yeah, and like I've had some weird ones. Like I had a Nissan where you take and you keep grounding out the connector to the like anything, just ground it out somewhere. And you have to do it like 5 times and it'll
Ugh,
reset the light. Like just
Nissans.
weird things.
Well,
Yeah.
back in the old days when the Chrysler, you wanted to read out the code, you had to short out this wire, and then you short it out, and then all of a sudden it would start flashing at you, and then you would read the flashes, and that was your code.
Oh my god.
That's primitive stuff. Like that was way back in the
That's
day.
like me
Anyways,
trying to scan the check engine light on the Camaro. I'm like in there with a little piece of wire, like counting the flashes.
yeah.
So medieval.
Oh, on that, I would refuse to work on that kind of stuff. I'd be like, mm-mm.
Awesome. Are you kidding me? What was wrong? And he paid good. Like he always tipped and like never said no. I like if I needed just order it. Like I didn't even have to ask. And he has like 5 or 6 vehicles. Like I'm there all the time. So it's just
Yeah.
like I just hang out in his heated garage because it's heated too.
Oh, that's nice.
Well,
The
that's a good thing.
radio's going. Like it's not that bad. Honestly,
Yeah.
that was one of my favorite ones I did.
Uh, we had one of those cars, Trans Am or Firebird or something like that, come in, and I don't know what engine it is because I'm not into that kind of stuff. But it had the distributor on the front of the engine, that whatever, and then the water pump was behind the distributor yet, or something stupid like that. Like it was. I'm like, whoever designed this was on crack because this is the stupidest designed engine ever.
You sound like
Anyways,
one of my old mechanics I used to have like 15 years ago.
uh,
Every single car that came in, a stupid design.
oh,
Everything, stupid design. Every single car, brand new car, come in for tires, 20 kilometers on it. Ugh, this is a stupid design.
That's actually deep down me, but I love it at the same time.
eventually you learn to hate every single car when you got to work on it every day. You learn to hate every car.
Well, one thing about working on random stuff is like I get a variety. Like you never know what I'm going to
Yeah,
be working on. Working on
Losing,
golf
that's honestly
cart,
the best part of the trade.
Camaro.
It keeps you on your toes. It really does.
Yeah.
definitely. Did have you gone for any training after school? Since like obviously you've got your 310S, right?
Hmm.
So after
Yeah.
that, have you gone to any formal training after that?
No, honestly, like I pretty much like begged for training. Like
Oh,
I wanted to get licensed. Everybody wanted to like pay for me to get it, like make me
Yep.
take the test, but I'm like I'm not ready. I want to be, especially being a female mechanic. I'm like I want to be like a confident mechanic. I don't want to be like seem like I don't know what I'm doing and then I have this red seal and it's like where'd you get that from, you know? So it's like I wanted to be fully ready, be a mechanic, and cross all those at the same time.
I really wish there was more like women mechanics. I think it's awesome.
It's so hard. Like they make it so difficult for us. Like for me, I know I've worked at probably like 6 or 7 shops and I couldn't get help. Like nobody would let me do any electrical. Like after like probably 10 years of wrenching, I had maybe like 5% of electrical experience. So when I left my last job, which was hell, I was kind of like done with the trade. I was like, you know what, like maybe it's me, whatever, whatever. And finally I spent a year of like studying and thinking, and that's how I came out with my own business. But honestly, like I struggled in a shop setting. Like if it was like a diagnosis or something like that, like for one, I didn't know what I was doing. And for two, you have the pressure of somebody like telling you you're on a clock and this and
Yeah,
that. And after between studying and just losing that, all that stress, now like I go to a diag and it's just like it feels so easy, and I don't know, but it's
the
all just
pressure's
making it
lower too, right? Unfortunately, if you're in a shop that has a very bad culture, you can't work in that kind of environment. You can't grow in that environment. And when you wake up in the morning and the first thing you think of, which I'm assuming again, in the morning you're like, oh God, I have to go here. Let me just get these 8 hours over with and just get home. I mean, when you're in that kind of a situation, there's a reason that toolboxes have wheels. You wheel the sucker out and go somewhere that appreciates you.
Yeah,
I
I felt
never
like that.
found that ever. Like literally, it's just it. There was one place I worked. I can't say that, and it was very short term because they shut down. But I was service advisor at this place for 4 years, and so everybody there already knew me. They already had more confidence in me. Like they knew I knew what I was talking about and stuff.
Yeah,
So they kind of just let me free reign go into the shop, and at that point I started making more money than I had made before, and
yeah,
things were better, but that shop is closed, and yeah, so that sucks. And then it was worse after that because then I was like comparing every place to that. But
Mhm.
then I kind of deep down knew that yeah, like you said, you can find somewhere that will, but I was just done with searching for it. You know what I mean? Like I was done
definitely.
trying so hard and watching like other people come in and just have it so easy. I don't know. I'm not saying that I don't know how to word what I'm trying to say, but it's more difficult being a girl because I
Yeah.
think ego. If I had to
Unfortunately,
like
the
put it
stigma, the
here.
stigma, and some men will not be able to get over the fact that the trade is evolving. It's not a man's area. There's women that are more than capable of doing what men can do, and probably better than what a lot of them can do.
A
And
lot of times better. I've often said that a woman's brain works way better than a man. A woman can at least remember stuff. You sometimes like you give a man a job and he's like,
Is
"What
your
was I
woman
supposed to
behind
do?"
you? No, I'm
sorry,
just
Frank, what'd you
No,
say? I wasn't paying attention.
just she's over there doing laundry.
No, but it's
No,
it's unfortunate. Like you shouldn't
I,
have to go through that and have to deal with something that's in the big picture. It's not fair and it's not right. Uh, right by you, right? The industry itself should be nurturing someone that wants to fix cars, that wants to be in the industry. And unfortunately, you were getting the short end of the stick. And I'm glad that you figured out what you want to do and not let it get to you to the point where you're like, you know what, screw it, I'm just not going to do it because I don't feel like I belong. So kudos to you. Like it's really
thanks.
great that you were able to build yourself up and you have your own business and you're working on your time, not someone else's time.
Yeah, and I'd like to be able to some way think of a way to like support women. I've got some ideas, but like because I think yeah, there's a way to make it better out there because like you know what I mean, when you're living that all the time you just think that that's the way it is, but really like some women have luckier situations, right? But like in general there's a way to make it better.
Well, in I didn't get a chance to do this. I was actually going to mention this to you, Frank. In the summertime, I wanted to do a women's clinic at the shop
oh yeah, that's cool.
and just invite, I've got tons and tons of women clients, then have them come out and really just show them the basics of what it would be, for example, to check your oil, or if you have a flat tire, like this is what you need to do. And again, a lot of them know how to do this, but some don't know at all, and it might be something that would be really handy. And there could
Well,
also be someone, maybe their daughters were like, you know what, I really like working on cars, and that might actually stimulate something like that conversation, like, hey, okay, well then if you like doing that, then go for it, right?
so we had this past summer, we were invited to our local library. All of a sudden, we got an invite. Say, "Hey, would you be interested in coming out and just doing a presentation to?" Uh, and it was women,
Yeah.
to women, to talk about cars and talk about this, and just give them and show them things. So we like at first it was like, "Oh, this is kind of weird," but yeah, sure, why not? And so we went and did it. It was really cool. It was some elderly ladies that had never opened the hood of their car, had no idea what it meant to open the hood, to check the oil, to check the coolant, to check the washer fluid, uh, look at their tires, to look at tires. So yeah, Margarita and I went and did it. And it was a lot of fun, and just to get them to understand that um, when you walk past your car, I mean, just have a look at your tires, and then we gave them a tire gauge, and you could check the
Yeah.
tires and open the hood, and this is how you check your oil, and this is where your washer fluid is, and don't open that rad cap when it's hot, and that kind of stuff. So it was really neat. It was a good experience for sure. It's a good experience for them and for us too.
You never know, that information that you gave out, I mean, if that helped even one person or two people, I mean, that's it was all worth it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and most of the women there, they actually said, "Oh, my husband always take care of it," and the one lady there was actually she was a widow now, and she's like, "My husband always took care of it, so I have no idea what to do." I'm like, "Okay, well, this and this and this, right?" So yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
my mom was the same way. Dad always did everything. And when he passed away, then it was like, now Frank does everything, so I had to take care of it. She just drives a lot,
Oh, yeah.
and I have to take care of it. Good thing it's a Honda, so it goes forever.
Yeah. Yeah, Lindsay, I was mentioning earlier about training. This past September, actually, I'm wearing the shirt. Went to the ASTA Expo out in North Carolina.
Oh, sweet.
That is something, and I'm going to be forcing Frank to go anyways, but
Mhm.
that's another
I,
conversation.
I was this close to going. If I would have found out like a month earlier, I would have been able to make it work, but I just couldn't.
But that literally, along with signing up with Tech Magic, changed the whole course of my business. And the training I got there, you can't put a price on it. And especially for you being a tech, and Frank, you being a tech, you have to go anyways. But uh, it's something that would really, really help in the big picture with different diagnostics. Like they've got people that are there that are like the huge heavy hitters in the US that you probably see on TikTok and Instagram that are there teaching classes, and like diagnostics and power probe. And again, I don't know how to use that at all, but I'm saying the people that are there using this equipment, I mean, just being in the same room with them after the classes, and you're able to pick their brain. And then there's social gatherings afterwards. There's a room that they booked out at the Marriott where everyone's just hanging out, drinking and chatting. I mean, those conversations and the experience you can, the little nuggets of information you get from people,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't put a price on it. It's incredible.
And then also your connections too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing I found. I worked at the shop for 14 years, and I never connected with anybody outside. I was like, I went to work 8 to 5. I didn't even know the mechanics in my own town. And
Oh,
I'm
wow.
like, this is ridiculous. So when I started my own shop, I'm like, I want to be able to connect with more people. And so I'm trying to build a little bit of a social network with other shop owners, technicians. Hence why we are actually chatting right now because Anise actually found me on TikTok, reached
Yeah.
out and says basically reached out and said, "Hey, we should be friends," and so here we are.
Pretty much, yeah. I was like, "Oh, you're in Canada?
Yeah,
Cool."
yeah. So
And you're in what, Waterloo?
I'm in Waterloo, yeah. So I actually heard Frank. He was on the Jada Mechanic podcast. Have you heard of that
Oh
before?
yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. So he was on Jeff's podcast, and then I ended up looking up Frank and sent him a message, and yeah, we've been talking for a while, hanging out.
Oh, right
Came
yeah.
on.
by my shop and everything a while ago.
Sick.
Now you just got to come up my way yet. It's not that far.
Well,
Yeah.
I need to because I'm going to come up there and I'm going to set up your tech metric for you one of these days.
Sounds good. Yeah,
So
yeah.
what is Tech Metric? Is it like a software for like
It
organizing
it
or
is
Yeah,
the
shop management software.
it is the
ah,
messiah of shop management
you
software.
described it wrong, Frank.
Okay,
I'm not as exuberant as Anis's.
it will take you from here to you're off my screen there. And it's in all like all jokes aside, like it really helps you stay organized and you can order all your parts from the software,
Oh
Lindsay.
yeah.
Like you can log your CarQuest is linked in there through Nextpart. You got Napa linked in, APC's linked in. So if you're working on a 2016 Honda CRV, with one click, you can have a canned job for like front pads and rotors. You can quote that job in 20 seconds.
Oh, that's handy.
Literally in 40 seconds, you could have sent the estimate to the customer for approval.
Yeah, instead of being on the phone for 30 minutes while they're. Oh, what color was the car
Yeah.
again?
And then as soon as they approve it, you'll get an email saying it's approved. And then one more click, it'll order the parts and you're done.
Okay, that's handy. Yeah.
And
So
you
it's
do
kind
not
of
need
like
to.
is it Mitchell? Mitchell program.
Mitchell had a very similar program. We used it in a shop that I was at for a while, and from what I'm gathering, it's kind of the same process. Only this is like way here, and Mitchell's is like
Oh,
way
it's
down
better
here.
than Mitchell.
Oh, like significantly, yeah. From what little I've seen of it, it's significantly better.
When I was showing
Um,
Frank when he came over to my shop, like we got everything on there. It'll even it gives you some labor times as well. It's not going to be as accurate as Mitchell or Pro Demand, in my opinion, at the moment. BMWs doesn't matter if it's Techmetric or Pro Demand. There's like no information for because I actually called Frank a few days ago to find out labor time on an alternator, and there's like nothing on
no,
a
there's
BMW
nothing.
X1.
No.
So we
We
just
have
charge them
both.
a day.
We
Okay,
have both Pro Demand and Identifix, and couldn't find it on any of it.
but
Flat rate.
Yeah,
it's interesting. Like you can really elevate your business on there.
Okay.
So something to look into. But what time is it now? Oh, it's getting a bit late. I'm so glad that you're able to come on to the podcast. Thanks, Frank,
Thanks for
for uh, hooking everything up here.
yeah.
We
It's a bit
definitely,
hectic, but we made it work, and I'm glad we were able to.
and definitely like keep in touch. And if you have any questions about that software, reach out to me and Frank, and um, I'm rooting for you. I hope that
Thank you.
you do marvelous things, and anyone that tells you that, oh, women should not be in this trade, there's a few choice words I'd like you to tell them. I won't
Definitely.
repeat them, but you tell them loudly. And I'm also excited that you're raising your labor rate on Monday. That's a great choice.
Congratulations.
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 You
You're
gave
going up
yourself a
25
raise.
bucks an hour. You heard it on the podcast. Every centimeter of snow that falls from now until the end of the season, just keep adding it on because
She goes up another $5.
my gosh, you're
Yeah.
you're out in the snow doing this work.
Right?
Not easy. So hats off to you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No problem. So I think we'll sign off here. Just hang on for a second.